Why? Goal digger. If you're getting a lot of no's, I gotta tell you, I've got 5 things that are gonna help you get over the no's. Don't worry about it. It's just part of it. And there's actually some big common mistakes that you could be making, because that was me. I used to get no's all the time for people to look at my business, my product, my opportunity. And now I almost always get yeses, or I've been able to qualify the people and make sure I'm talking to the right people. So, my name's Kimberly Olson, also known as the Goal Digger Girl. In this episode of #GetLit, I'm gonna give you 5 big ideas to be able to smash through those no's and get more yeses. Stay tuned. Okay, first, before we dive in, I have to show you how cute this is. So Addison is my mini-me, and we went to Hobby Lobby, and she's like, can I decorate this pillow and put a name on it or give it to someone? I'm like, yeah. So I told her I couldn't pull the Cricut out today because it's like a whole thing and we didn't have time. So she took, I don't know if you can see it, but she took little sequins, like stickers, like you could take like stickers and put them right here, like little decals. And she's like making letters. And she's like, fine, if you won't let me have the Cricut, I'll just make my own thing. Isn't that awesome? I'm like, I love that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about what to do if you are getting no's. I've got five ideas for you today, okay? 5 things. Okay, first off, if you are getting a lot of no's and you're getting frustrated, you are reaching out, you're making those connections, but you're like, when I bring it up to people, like they're not saying yes, or I feel like I'm missing something, right? Can you relate to that? Say, I can relate if you can in the comments. So if you can relate to that, where you're just like, I really am trying, but people are just not biting. Couple things. First one is mindset. So when it comes to mindset, I'm talking about posture. So mindset and posture really go hand in hand. But if you are telling yourself, you're not good enough, or who would want to be on your team, or you don't know what you're doing, or you're not good at social media, or, oh my gosh, I'm so awkward when it comes to Messenger, right? If you're telling yourself those things, then people are going to sense that. Honestly, they're going to totally sense it. You're going to repel away the exact people you want to work with. So what I did when I was at that stage in my business is I started telling myself new stories. I started saying I was awesome. I was a great recruiter. I was an awesome leader. People loved working with me. People would reach out to me. Like I was just making this stuff up, but I just kept saying it over and over and over again. I write it down in my journal. I like the Think Up app. If you followed me at all, you know that I'm always talking about that app. The Think Up app is really great because you can record your affirmations and put music to it, and then you play it back. So you're hearing yourself. It's basically reprogramming your subconscious mind. Isn't that amazing? So first thing I want you to do is work on your mindset and tell yourself you're awesome and tell yourself you're amazing at recruiting. Number 2 is, are you identifying people's pain points before you're asking? So it's funny, right before this recording, I had a girl message me that I've known for a while. She's been one of my goal diggers for probably 2-3 years. And she messaged me out of the blue. I haven't talked to her in a few months. And she's like, hey, I have a question for you, ... And that was it. Or I need to ask you something. It was just really random. And I was like, what? And she's like, well, she goes, I need you to get on the phone with my CEO because you're the most amazing network marketer I know. And you would blow this up, and it's ground floor, and you. Like basically she was like, I need you to get on the phone with CEO. I know you would be awesome. She was saying, I. She doesn't know my pain points. She doesn't even know if I'm open. She doesn't know what's going on with me. And I even said, I don't even want to hear what it is. I just said, look, I'm so happy where I am. I'm a top recruiter. This year's been incredible. I love my products, my company, my team. There's not any ounce of me that is looking or open. And I found my home. Like I'm good. But the thing that stood out to me is she didn't even ask me, like, what's going on with me? How am I doing? What have I been up to? How's business? How's it going? Are you loving what you're doing? Have you found your home? If I wasn't, I would say, it's okay, right? I have people every day who are honest with me and tell me it's okay. Then she could have seen like, oh, Kim, that's a pain point. Kimberly's not happy where she is. Or maybe if I would have said, well, it's okay. I'm just, it's not growing as fast as I thought. If she has something that's growing quickly and she has some proof, right, or a 3-way chat, she can put me in. Boom, she's in business. Are you identifying people's pain points before you are marketing to them? Are you? Do you understand pain points, right? Like you need to understand that, okay? Number 3 is sizzling story. Are you working in your sizzling story? You've got to get to people's heartstrings. Even if it's mom to mom and you're promoting a product, heartstrings, right? Like, hey, Deborah, I saw that you commented on my post about being exhausted. Girl, that was me 2 years ago. I just had my second baby. Well, second baby was 2 years old, but she felt like a baby. Had a couple of babies. I was totally exhausted with back-to-back pregnancies. Also work, we were in a financial mess. Work was just horrible, burnt out, my adrenals, and I was exhausted. So I actually stumbled upon a product that actually, was turn the lights back on. I have so much energy, but I just feel joyful and happy. So I've been sharing it with all my mom friends. I'd love to get you some info. Have you tried this before? And I'm going to ask her if she's tried my product. And if she's like, no, what is that? I'm going to get her some info. If she's like, oh, I have, no worries, move on. Okay. But you got to work in your stories. The business opportunity should be relatively easy for most of you, right? Like, yeah, I was in corporate America and I wanted to be home with my babies, or came home and was able to start this home-based business. I do it from my cell phone and I'm able to be present with my family, but not have to go back to a 9-to-5. Okay. So bring up your sizzling story and work that in, because they need to see themselves in you. What is it called? Something about get over your damn self. Romy, I think her name is. She has a really good book and she talks a lot about this. So people need to see themselves in you. They need to understand that they are like you. Okay. They look at you and they think, oh, she's so magical and wow, she can do that, but I can't. They need to look at you and hear your story, and you need to make it so simple, right? Like, it needs to be so simple. They're like, I can do that. You just tell me what to do and what to post in social media, and it's automated and you have a whole system and I just plug people in. Yeah. Super easy. Okay. So you got to make sure you work that sizzling story in. Next thing you need to do, number 4. No, I'm going through these really fast, but there's so much to say. Number 4 is to ask. Okay. You need to make sure you're asking. So I had a situation where there was a girl that joined our team, and right away another girl was like, hey, I know her. I can't believe she signed up with so-and-so. And I said, okay, let's figure this out. Let's talk about this. So tell me about the conversation. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, tell me, how long have you been talking? When did you bring up this company? And what did she say? She's like, oh, well, I never did. I'm just, I've been getting to know her. I was like, no, sorry, but not sorry. If you didn't ask her, she's not going to know you have a company or a product. If someone else asks her and that person's open and ready and she jumps on board with that person, you didn't promote your business. That's on you. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just how it goes. Okay. So if you think that's too hardcore, I don't know what to tell you. It's just what I believe. So you've got to ask, really be honest with yourself and say, am I asking, or am I just hinting around at it? Or am I posting and praying? Or am I thinking, oh, they viewed my stories and they saw what I have, so if they wanted to reach out? You got to look for opportunities to bring it up, and you've got to get so comfortable with sharing. And this is the thing. You should love your product, or, someone close to you is using it and loves it. You've got a great testimonial. You're an eyewitness, right? That you're passionate about it. You're excited about it. That will show through. The business side, you also need to be really excited about it, but you have to remember it's a potential blessing for another person. Don't make assumptions. I mean, even someone who's a lawyer, a doctor, you'll make an assumption. Oh, they're like living at large. Yeah, right. It's one of the most stressful, and in debt. There's so much debt. It's most medical, lawyers, a lot of them are in a lot of debt, student loans, or getting into the practice. It's highly stressful. The hours are crazy, right? Don't make assumptions. Potential blessing. My life has been forever changed because my friend asked me 8 times. Victoria, she was very persistent. I always said, you're persistent and consistent. She was. She still is. Last thing, number 5, is to follow up. Follow up like a boss. I'm talking Trello boards. I'm talking color coding. I'm talking you've got dates listed in there, and Trello's like, okay, time to follow up with this person. Always have a reason to follow up, right? Don't just be that annoying person who's like, did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? Don't be that person. Have a real legit reason to follow up. And when you do that, I promise you, you stay the course, you're consistent. I can't promise you, I can't make any claims, but you know what I mean. You stay consistent, you stay the course, you chip away at it, and you keep showing up. You plant those seeds. 6 weeks from now, keep your head up. 9 weeks, 12 weeks. So basically 60, 90, 120 days. Somewhere in there, it's all going to happen for you. I'm serious. It's every person I've ever coached, every student that's gone through my program. I have a 6-figure breakthrough business academy. I call it that for a reason. People have breakthroughs. Okay. So you can have those same results in your business if you put your head down. Okay. Are you committed? If you're committed, say, I am committed below. I'm going to smash those no's, Kimberly. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep chugging along until I crush it and create the life of my dreams, okay? So if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified every time I release a new training. If you're anywhere else or on YouTube, throw me in your stories at the Goal Digger Girl. You can tag me at the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL, and I'll give you a special Goal Digger shout out for watching this as a thank you. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.